Hello, my friends from Cedar Point. It's been 2 years now, but we're back. There's a couple roller coasters that are on the agenda for today, but maybe a little bit later. Iron Dragon and Corkscrew. Somehow I left the Arrows because there wasn't enough time. I'll put my birthday visit from 2020 up in the corner here. Out in the back there, you can see the lift hill to Millennium Force, which I'm excited to go on again. But it's bright and early this morning, and I think the first order of business is to head on over Steel Vengeance and Maverick. Waiting for Steel Vengeance to open here. Haven't put my stuff in the lockers yet because I have somebody to introduce, and that is Alexa, who you might recognize back when she was dancing as an elf over at Six Flags Great Adventure. It's awesome to see you again.
Nice to see you, Andres. How are you?
So she's doing something this summer here at a ride. I'm not going to tell you right now. We're going to see her in action a little bit later, but the big thing is that you haven't been on Steel Vengeance or Maverick or a couple of coasters here, right?
No, I have not had time.
Yeah, I've heard you've been pretty busy.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what your reactions are. I've been fortunate enough to be able to go on both of these, so I don't know. We're going to sit back, wait for Steel Vengeance to open, and we'll get some reactions real soon.
All right.
All right, Steel Vengeance hit just like it did in the beginning. Like, I felt like I was able to understand a lot more of the elements because it's been almost 200 coasters since I first rode this in 2020, and yeah, that was so good. It was just there was just a little bit of everything, and I absolutely loved it. And now I'm curious to see what a Great Adventure native thinks about it. So,
It blew my mind, I have to say. Like, I mean, it felt like El Toro at first, but then it was nothing like El Toro. I'm speechless with it. Like, we rode the back row too, so definitely if you're gonna hit it up, hit the back row, because I got whipped on that. And at one point I felt like I was flying out of my seat, which are always the best times, as well as the twists and turns. There are moments where you think it's over and it's not, and what could get worse gets worse in a good way. So it was fantastic.
and how about Maverick behind you?
Maverick was also a lot of fun. I had a lot of friends from my cast telling me to go on this because it's one of their favorites, and I can see why. It's a small coaster, but that doesn't mean it's not mighty. One of those, I will say there's a little special surprise if you haven't ridden it that kind of just takes you in for a bit. So I thoroughly enjoyed it so far. I have to say though, I think Steel Vengeance is still the best ride I've ridden so far, but we'll see.
Here at the park?
At the park.
Okay, I was wondering if you meant ever.
I think still Velocicoaster is still up there.
Oh, of course.
Number one. Velocicoaster and then Hagrid's, but I think Steel Vengeance might be my third now.
Lucky for Alexa, she has all summer to make up her mind on her rankings because
Very true.
she's gonna have Steel Vengeance here all summer and all of these other awesome rides. So which one is next that's a new one for you?
Probably Millennium.
Millennium Force?
Yeah, we should.
Good old Millie.
Yeah, we should try Millennium next.
We have arrived here in front of Millennium Force, and it's only a 15-minute wait. I guess everybody is back there over by Maverick and Steel Vengeance, which, by the way, it took about an hour and a half to get on both of those. Last stop here before Alexa has to leave us is at Lusty Lil's. What goes on in Lusty Lil's?
There's a lot of singing, dancing, jokes. Maybe there's a little bit of melodrama in there.
Oh no, not melodrama.
Yes, melodrama. And it's honestly just a really fun, family-friendly show. Definitely go check it out. My roommate Rachel's in it, just saying. She's a little can-can girl.
So far, we've done the back row of every ride today. And Steel Vengeance, to me, was the clear winner. I think Millennium Force might have dropped down a little bit in my personal rankings. It didn't feel like it had a lot of oomph. I did get some air, but it was all right. What did you end up thinking of Millennium Force?
I'm the same way. The first drop, I almost flew out of the car as usual. But after that, I think I prefer Nitro over Millennium Force. Like,
wow, you heard it here first.
Yeah, I would just say like it wasn't. I just think that one drop was like the best part of it. And after that, I was like, oh, that's a nice view, and that's a nice view. If it wasn't so elongated like we were talking about before, I think it would definitely have more of like that thrill. But it was good. It was all right.
And what we were talking about before is that the forces feel a lot more stretched out because each element feels like, I don't know, like the turns, the banks, and all that stuff, and the drops feel like they're stretched out in such a way that the forces are minimized, the intensity is dropped. And I feel like whenever that came out 22 years ago, coasters weren't quite as intense. Maybe I'm going crazy or something, but I feel like I had a lot of anticipation for riding that for the first time. But now that I have and ridden other roller coasters since then, I don't think it really ranks as high. I appreciate it for its history, but otherwise, it's kind of dropped for me, unfortunately. So wow, one, they don't allow video in there, but it was such a cute show. Shout out to all those performers for doing so many set changes or costume changes in like tiny little itty bitty windows of time. It was mostly like classic vaudeville songs. I recognized quite a few of them, but again, I could not take any video. They said that right before the show started. I had the microphone out, I was all set and ready to go, and then boom, that happens. But unfortunately now I think it's time to say goodbye to Alexa for a little bit. So thank you so much for joining me for a little while. And
I know, it was actually longer than I thought. I mean, we were here since 9:30.
Or so, yeah, when we were waiting for Steel Vengeance to open, so.
Yeah.
But that show, you've seen it before, right?
I have, yeah.
I forgot to ask you your thoughts on the show.
Yeah.
What did you think? Because she's the real performer here.
I loved it. My roommate, Rachel, she's a can girl, and she told me about it. I saw it. It was like the first show I saw at Cedar Point, and I fell in love with it. It's so cute. If you like classic cartoonish style vaudeville era stuff, I definitely say go check it out. It's a lot of fun. The performers are also magnificent. They're super talented. Dancers, singers, just actors in general.
Yeah, really good voices, and strong male voices, which I feel is in short supply, especially at a regional park, you know?
Yeah. The quartet was iconic.
Yes, that's kind of what I was trying to point out. I couldn't remember the word quartet. Yes. When I hit record, for some reason, everything just leaks out of my brain. All the words fall out of my brain. Anyway, guys, so Alexa, hopefully I will see you later. Yeah. We won't really be hanging out though, but you'll see what she's up to. And for the rest of you, I guess you're stuck with me. So I'll see you in a second, because there have been some weird little white fluffy things that are attacking my sinuses. I have to run to my car, grab a Zyrtec, and then hello. And then hopefully I won't be suffering quite so much. So be right back. So we're standing here in front of Iron Dragon, one of the last two coasters to ride here. Arrow suspended coaster. I'm super excited. I haven't been on one of these since 2019 when I was up at Canada's Wonderland. Update on the allergies. I took a Zyrtec. I'm not so itchy, runny, or sneezy, and none of the other doors. I am none of them. Well, I guess happy. Yeah, let's go with that. Anyway, gonna get on this. Be right back. Just got off of Iron Dragon now, and woo, that station, when the second train comes to the station and you're getting on, that feels kind of scary, kind of not safe. I don't know. It just felt really crazy how much it shook. But the ride experience, it's in decent shape for a suspended coaster. There's nothing too notable about it, in my opinion, until you get to the helix that goes over the water. But some of that stuff that's kind of in the little wooded area near Rougarou is kind of all right, just okay. I mean, still glad I did it. It's a cool name, it's a cool design and stuff. But I don't know what to make of the whole ride experience. I wish more of it were as exciting as the helix that's here by the water over here. Next up is Corkscrew, only a 15-minute wait, and this will do for all the coasters here that I can get on, I guess without a child, but I'm not really chasing those kitty credits. Well, Well, Corkscrew was exactly what I thought it would be, and that is coaster number 287. So right across from the Back Peak Barbecue in the shadow of Top Thrill Dragster, we have a little sign for the Snake River Expedition. This is what I was looking for. I definitely passed it maybe at least once, and the actual ride is way down here. I had no idea it kind of shared some energy with Jungle Cruise, the Snake River Expedition Northern Waterway routes. But these are like areas that are part of like all the frontier stuff that's here. All right, we got a little hint about the time frame here. 1859, so basically the peak Wild West, and the names of the different boats that they have in service. Uh-oh, guys. I found a hidden Mickey here at Cedar Point. Beware of snakes. Wow, this is like a proper dock, and I think we got like a pre-show coming or something.
We are here, and we need to get the gold all the way down the river, around the bend, over here.
I don't think you realize that you got very explosive dynamite in your hand.
And the gold.
Well, the gold's over there, but I'm worried about this explosive dynamite first, friend. So, what's your name? Austin, nice to meet you. Do you mind if I grab that real quick just to make sure we'll all be safe? Okay, guys, so this red tag, don't you worry, it's okay, I'll back up a little bit. Red means dead. D-E-D, don't you worry, it's Dempsey's Explosive Devices. Cue that little choral music. Oh, there we go. So let's put this in for safekeeping, okay, friends? Well, I'll get to that one second, friends. Seems like you've written on this before. Alright, so this yellow tag, yellow means gold, okay? So everyone just keep that in mind. You're gonna hang on to that till I tell you otherwise, okay? Alrighty, so we're on the Lehigh. My name is Mary Shino Moonshine, but y'all can call me Moonshine, because at first I'm a great time, but then you might start to regret me later. You got it. I know them adults got that joke. Okay. Yes, now I'll be your guide along this wildlife expedition, gun-tone outlaws, and if you believe in the legendary basilisk, queen of all serpents, unless she's a queen, but listen. Alright, so let's make sure that you do not look into its eyes. Anyway, you might as well call me Dorothy, because we're not in Kansas anymore. We're now approaching Seville, and this is a lawless area, okay? So we don't normally go around these parts, but we gotta get that special cargo in, okay?
I'd like to see you try it. See you make me. I got the gold.
No. She got the dynamite, not the gold. Can you pull that outhouse for us?
The way she stuck her tongue at me, you bet I will.
Everyone hold your ears. Okay, listen. Who looked at that snake? You did, and you did. You know what that means? Are you feeling any kind of side effects?
No.
You need to go to first aid. Do you need to go to first aid? Do you need to go to first aid? No. Okay, 3 times. That's fine. We'll be fine. But listen, if you did not react, that means you are dead inside and you have no soul. So congratulations. Yes, because y'all were so brave on this wild expedition, I will say that you are now honorary members of the Snake River family. How does that sound? Woo! Alrighty, so make sure when you leave this boat that you do not forget anything, because we are smugglers and we will take all your stuff, children included.
Alright, you can tell by where I'm walking from. Steel Vengeance is in the background. I have some catching up to do right now. So, number 1, that was phenomenal. Huge shout out to Alexa, or should I say Moonshine, for inviting me along on the Snake River exhibition. I didn't know it was going to be that high energy, and there was a lot going on, and it was all very unexpected, and I am extremely impressed. I didn't know what to expect at all, and it just, yeah, that was really cool. That was really cool to see them, Cedar Point, like fleshing out a story and putting this whole thing in action. The only thing I would say is I wish that it was more apparent where it was in the park to bring more people in. So yeah, Alexa, that was awesome. Thank you so much. Anyway, it looks like they're setting up for some sort of event or something like that. That's why as soon as I got off of the ride, the Snake River Expedition. I think I said it wrong all before too. But anyway, so I made a beeline to try to get onto Steel Vengeance one more time, and they were nice enough to like let me have time to put my stuff in the locker and then get on, because it was only like a 15-minute wait. They close early so they can empty the queue before everybody attending the event comes on. However, for whatever reason, and I have no complaint about it, they let me go around twice and in the back row again. And I love everything about it. It's such a strong ride. I am just very, very thankful that worked out the way it did. I got to basically close that thing down, essentially. The after hours event, I don't know too much about. I just saw the price of it was $100, and not knowing much about it, I haven't heard much about it. It doesn't look like the value is there on first glance. So anyway, guys, those random thoughts aside, today was a fun day. I mean, getting to do Steel Vengeance Maverick Millie was awesome. Getting to do the new arrows, new to me, I should say, because they are plenty old. Add those to the checklist of my personal list. And then, in addition to that, getting to see that show and getting to see a friend perform in one of these rides. Oh man, I can't tell you how good it feels. I hope to have like a good day, a solid day without too many surprises. I'm like wondering, when am I going to be back to ride Top Thrill? They'll open something new. I mean, they haven't announced something, but they removed Wicked Twister, and there's going to be new developments there at some point, right? I mean, I haven't heard any rumors whatsoever, but eventually something's got to go there, right? So I don't know when I'll be back. I don't know what plans Cedar Point might have, but for now, guys, I've had a great day. I'm glad you followed along. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
Yo, what's goody, bro? My name is Brayden. My name is Jacob. And right now we're at Cedar Point making our own adventures.